Hey guys, it's Janie with Trying to Mom, and today we are doing Gilbert's 1 month update. I can't believe this baby boy is 1 month old already. It has probably been the fastest month of my life. As you can tell, it's a little bit different back here because we are in the process of moving. So we are actually moving in less than 2 weeks from when I'm filming this, which means I've been packing and doing everything, getting ready to move cross country, as well as having a newborn and a toddler. But I did want to take the time to let you know a little bit about Gilbert and everything that he's been doing for the past months, mostly so that I don't forget, because I don't think I really remember anything right now. But before I go on too long, let's go ahead and get started. So Gilbert was born on October 4th, 2019. I did have a C-section with him, and if you didn't see that video of our birth vlog, then I'll go ahead and link that for you guys above so that you can kind of see what had happened. It wasn't exactly what we had expected, but it did go well, and now we have our little boy. He was 7 pounds and almost 12 ounces. I think he was about 20 inches long. I can't remember if it was 20 and a half, just about the same length as his brother. Just a little fuzzy in my head. And he was born at 9 p.m. I think it was like 9:01. So it was a very long day and then a very, very long night. But his birthday is October 4th, which is National Taco Day. So I think we know what his first birthday theme is going to be. He has dark brown hair and he hasn't lost his hair yet. By this point, Harvey had already lost his hair and was pretty much bald. And then when it came back in blonde. But Gilbert is still holding on to his brunette hair, and it seems like it's just getting thicker very slowly, but it's growing in steadily. So maybe he will keep his hair and not be bald forever like his brother was. And for eyes, I'm still trying to figure it out. The best we can come up with right now is that he has gray eyes. In some lights, they kind of look blue, and sometimes they kind of look brown, but for the most part, it's this kind of changey, hazily gray. It's really pretty, actually. And I feel like I just stare at his eyes forever because he's the cutest little thing. But so to be determined on actual eye color. As far as the rest of his face, his head is perfectly round. Like I said, we did have a C-section, so he didn't have any cone head issues. And he has the same nose and lips as his brother, which is super cute because it's almost like having a little Harvey again. But with different coloring. Everyone says that this baby looks a little bit more like me, so we'll see. Fingers crossed that one of them isn't mistaken for not my child. He does have a little bit of baby acne now. He came out with a little bit on his nose and that hasn't gone away yet, but now he's got some on his cheeks, but that's already starting to lighten. I think with Harvey, it was probably about the 1 month mark when it started going away, but he got his much earlier. So hopefully Gilbert's will clear up soon. I don't think there's really any issues with it. From what I heard, it's just kind of like toxins flushing out. So I think he's okay there. As far as feeding goes, we are exclusively breastfeeding, just like I did with Harvey. It's going very well this time. I think at least last time we were both new at it. We had no idea what we were doing. And like this time, I at least have an idea of what's going on as far as nursing and pumping and saving and storing milk. So that's been super helpful. So as soon as Gilbert figured it out, then we were both on board right away, because honestly, the mom is the hard part. Babies are pretty good at it generally. He didn't have any kind of tongue or lip tie or anything. The first day obviously is always a little bit difficult because they're sleepy, especially if you're under any kind of anesthesia or medicine. But after my milk came in, I think that was about like 2.5 days, my milk came in, he started to figure out how to latch on. That took a little bit, but now things are pretty smooth. He has gone from every hour or two eating to usually about every 3 hours, except for that, you know, special time in the evening. He does like to do his cluster feeding from about 8 to 12-ish, hit or miss, or he'll want to eat like every hour for a while. But we found if we can fill him up really good, he might go for 4 hours at night. I can't really go much longer than that because I will just wake up because I need to get the milk out. Any mamas who have nursed before understand that struggle, or it's just a mess, literally a mess. So we're kind of up around the clock. I'm pretty tired these days. Concealer is my best friend, even though it's not really helping that much, to be honest. But I wouldn't trade it from the world, obviously. He is a super good baby. He's very chill. We haven't started elimination communication with him yet. We started Harvey at 2 weeks. We figured it would probably be the easiest thing to wait until we go ahead and move. So that'll put him about 6 weeks old, 6 to 7 weeks by the time we get him started on it. So if we're able to do that successfully, then I will keep you guys updated for sure. I'm finding that everything is easier because we know what to expect, but also harder because we also have a 2.5-year-old running around who needs a lot of attention and love and has a lot of energy and basically just likes to make messes 24/7. So it's a little bit more difficult to spend as much time with Gilbert as I did with Harvey, obviously. But unfortunately, Gilbert does want to be held constantly. He can be just fed, burped, changed, like everything fine in the world in his little rocker, and he'll just be crying until he wants to be held, and then he'll be fine. Like if you held him all day, like if I baby wore him, perfectly fine. We went to my sister-in-law's baby shower the other day and he was just basically passed back and forth with all the aunts and everything and held for 3 hours. Didn't make a peep at all. But sometimes it gets a little rough where he just wants to be held, and then Harvey's dragging me here and there, and it's a little bit of a struggle, especially as tired as I am. Having a hard time trying to be as patient as possible with both of them on very little sleep. I'm hoping that once we kind of get settled, it'll be easier for us to spend a little bit more time with Gil and be able to do things like elimination communication and stuff and things that we did with Harvey. Harvey is super, super sweet with him. I know I feel like I've been talking about him a lot, but it's hard to differentiate now because we have both of them in our lives. Gil doesn't seem to really pay attention to Harvey much, but Harvey tries to give him like stuffed animals and will rock him a little bit and seems very interested in him as long as we don't pay too much attention to Gil when he wants us. So that's been kind of hard, but for the most part the boys are coexisting and getting along pretty well, which is better than I had anticipated, especially after their first terrible meeting. I might go more into that later about their meeting, but yeah, it was horrible to say the least. So I'm glad things are getting better there. As far as his weight goes, he did start getting his weight back pretty quickly. By the time we had his first appointment, I think he was like 5 days old, he had started gaining back a ton of weight already, so the doctor was not concerned with him at all. And we do have another appointment for his 1 month, I think in 2 days. So as soon as we get that weight, I'll write it on the screen here for you so you can see how much he weighs now. But overall, he is just the sweetest little boy. He's such a cuddler. I really just love trying to spend as much time cuddling and snuggling with him. He makes such funny faces and squirrel sounds and all those things that you love about newborn babies. And I feel like I've spent basically all of 2019 getting ready for him since we got pregnant in January, and it's so surreal to have him in my arms already and to be able to cuddle him on the outside. I know a lot of people love being pregnant and don't want their babies to come out sooner because of how crazy life is now. But I really prefer for my babies to be on the outside. I feel like it's a lot easier. I have a hard time being pregnant, especially beginning and end and a lot of in between. So I really have been looking forward very much to being able to hold this little man, and it has truly lived up to the hype. So I guess that's about it for his 1 month update. I will go and grab him so that you can see him because he's just the cutest little thing. And okay guys, I went and grabbed baby Gil. Isn't he the cutest little thing in the world? Oh, honey, can you look at the camera? No. He said, what is this big light doing? I'm gonna box it out. Yeah. So you can see, like I was saying, he's got dark hair. It's hard to see his eye color here. And he's got his little bit of baby acne. And he's got a lot of opinions, don't you, baby love? Yeah. Yeah. I forgot to mention when he lays on our chest, he does a really good job picking up his head. He's got decent head control. I mean, obviously, we're still monitoring it, but usually his tummy time is his skin-to-skin time as well. So we both really enjoy that, huh? Are you making funny faces for them? Also, his doggies really love him again. Lady in particular, if you put him down for 2 seconds, she's gonna try to kiss him to death, which we try to keep her from, you know, giving him baths, but she's very maternal and loves both of the boys very much. Hi, I love you. Are you looking at Mama? But yeah, so thank you for joining us, and if you want to see more of baby Gil, then go ahead and click that subscribe button below, and then you can see all of our new adventures with the boys in Arizona and our moving and getting the new house ready. So if you're ready for all of that, come and follow along with us and hit the like button if you think that this is just the cutest little baby you've ever seen. So hit it. Just smash the like button. Smash it. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, mamas.